Hey guys, Monsters Life here today. Today we're doing a test hand deck profile and combo tutorial video on the Dragon Link spam deck. This deck is this is the TCG legal version of it. There's a few cards that really help out the deck. In the Revolver structure deck, we don't have that. This deck isn't as strong as it is in the Ocg, as we probably already know. But it can still make some pretty solid turn 1 boards. And it can play going second. It's not really too strong going second. Right now it's probably like a tier 1. I mean, not really tier 1. Probably like tier 1.5, maybe 2. I mean, obviously, if you know your matchups, you can easily win and take away matches, especially since everything else got powered down a little bit. Let's get right into it. Let me show you my first test hand. I'm not done with Crusaders, by the way, either, guys. I still have a Crusader FTK deck coming. As soon as I get the rest of those cards in the mail, that'll be out here, and this will be our field center, our 3 tokens. And now this is our opening hand, which is a pretty good one. Let's see, we have a few different ways we could start. I'd probably just start with the Danger Chupacabra. I don't have a dice, so I'm just gonna try to make this as random as possible. Okay, and let's just drop this, see which one it falls. Okay, fell on that one. It fell straight down, but oh well. That goes to the grave. Then Chupacabra effect. We draw 1 card. And perfect. We drew into exactly probably what we really wanted to get. Fossil Dig. We use that. We get our Soul Even Obi Raptor. It's our graveyard right here. Now we summon our Soul Even Obi Raptor. We use our Obi Raptor's effect to send the dragon, or not dragon, dinosaur. We'll be sending our good old Carbonetton. And then use Carbonetton's effect, banish itself to special summon out a normal level 7 or lower dragon. Now we will be synchroning with these 2. And into everyone's crush, or everyone's wifey right there, into Ib. Ib's effect to search. They run 2 of these things, that's why I really didn't worry about discarding it off the Chupacabra, because normally you would just set it. But I like running 2 of this and 1 of this succession, because if we didn't discard, we can always just grab the succession. We would discard anything else. It probably would have been more optimal, but it's okay. Because that's why with Chupacabra, we can save our graveyard stuff from being used. Basically save this from being played. And we link those 2 guys off for a land Fornicus. Use Ib's effect to send from the field to graveyard. Special summon out a Chalice monster. Just summon out World Chalice Guard Dragon. Then we use Guard Dragon to link off and oh dang, my mic fell. Sorry guys. Hold on 1 second, I'll try to fix this. Oh crap. The sound's probably getting so crazy right now. Break. Okay, we're just gonna have it hang. Sorry if the audio got really weird right there. I don't really edit, so you're on, just bear with that, sorry. And we will be linking that off for LP. Use Guard Dragon's effect in the graveyard, banish it, summon out a normal monster to a link point, summon our Flame Veil Guard, link our Flame Veil Guard into our Pitsy. There's probably a reason why people like to make the triple burst right here. You don't really have to, nor would you ever really want to. Which I don't really, unless you really get hand trapped really bad, I don't really think you really honestly even need to run triple burst in decks like this. It needs LP's effect, special summon a dragon from the graveyard. And what I like about doing it this way, because then you always get your Saryuja. So if they ask you, just use Pitsy, bring back a dragon, then you still have your 4 materials. And then hopefully draw into your red eyes. Just to do combo shenanigans later on. Use red eyes effect, summon out your dragon. Then we use these 4. Summon out your Saryuja. Saryuja effect to draw 4. Just shuffle for good measure. Cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need this in their hand. If we would have already got hand traps, so we're just gonna put that back for good measure. And then we can put back, all these cards just extenders, so it just matters of what extender do you want the least. I would say honestly, let's do this without the black dragons. We don't need the black dragons and the white baby dragons. We don't need them. Because they're 1-ofs, let's pretend like you didn't draw them. Because we drew really the nuts, honestly. Now use Pitsy's effect. Make your red eyes effect, or make your flame out guard. Now since this is a level 1 and we have level 7s that we can summon out, let's summon our Draco to a link point. Then we can link these two off into our Argapane's effect. You'll summon our hot red dragon, Archfiend Abyss. And now if you really want to get rid of this right now to make another 4 material Saryuja, you can. I'm just going to keep this, and we can use any of our other cards. We don't really need Levianeer, so let's use Levianeer. We'll banish 3 darks, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, 3 darks. That rips a card out their hand. It really doesn't matter right now. We don't really know what our opponent's playing. And then we'll link off for another 4 material Saryuja. And now we will draw 4 more cards. Perfect. This is really what we want to get into. Put back Ocg, put back the Rocket Synchron, and hell, put back the Quick Launch. Say this deck is just extenders. Use that to pick which extender you want the most. Now activate Dragon's Ravine, send our Destrudo to the graveyard. Then we send. Oh, this should not be in our main deck. But we didn't draw it, so it doesn't make a difference, doesn't change nothing. Bring out our Tempest. Now when oh yeah, we send it to the graveyard, so we're using its effect to bring it out. Sorry about that, guys. You probably got a little confused. Banish our dragons. Keep Saryuja in your graveyard. You'll see why in a quick second. Synchro with these 2. Boral Savage Guy. Use Boral Savage Guy's effect. This will be our second negate. And then since we open up the nuts with the Monster Born, you can use Monster Born. Bring out Red Eyes. Red Eyes effect. Bring out your Tempest again. Or yeah, this is how our field layouts really is. Use Borlixy Guard Dragon, since you never used it before. So not your Flame Belt card. Now, if you run the second Boral Savage, you can bring out your second Boral Savage, and then I would say make sure you keep a Argapane or something with a lot of counters on your monster. But I don't. I run this guy for the True Draco mirror match, or not mirror match, but a True Draco match. Because other than Crack Down and Get Out, and like this card can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, so they can't pop it. It just sits there, and you just keep poking them until eventually you draw Twin Twisters in that matchup, destroy their back row. Like it's a continuous effect, so Mox Rep doesn't stop it. And he just pretty much just sits there. Unless they have Crack Down or Get Out to get rid of it, you're pretty much going to win that match. Because eventually you're going to draw into your Twin Twisters, because you're going to side in like 3 for that matchup. And you're just going to blow them out the park. So that's why I run this guy. But if you don't fear that match, if you don't respect it or whatever, I would just say run another negate, run another level. Even if you could run a Ciphering Lord or Omega, because then at this point you would have took 2 cards out their hand, and they would have played through 2 negates. And then these two would make the heretic seal. And you also run the Morphage Goliath in the deck, so you would bring that out, and then that would pretty much seal the deal. And this is Dragon Link Span. You got a level 9 synchro, level 8, and another level 8. And let's do one more test hand, and then we'll begin into our deck profile. Oh, sorry, I just made a mistake, but I caught it. When you bring out this guy, he's a Dark Tuner. So to bring this guy out, I would have had to not keep this in my hand when I put back cards, but keep the quick launch. Use the quick launch. We had it, but we. Instead we would have put that back. We'd have used our quick launch. Use our quick launch. We'd have brought this out instead of bringing out the Flamebow Guard with this. Everything else, nothing would have changed. But this, it needs a Dark Tuner. I completely forgot about that. So Flamebow Guard's a Fire Tuner, so that wouldn't have worked to bring it out. So in that case, you would have had to bring out another Boros Savage or a Siphon Lord Mega or another level 8 Synchro. But just to change that, if we would have put, we had this and this in the hand at the same time, so we just would have put that back and use this instead. Brought this out the deck, use this with Tempest, and then nothing would change. Sorry about that. Let's get into our next test hand. Remember, guys, if you don't see this, you really never see how consistent a deck is. In a deck like this, you just see extender after extender after extender. And then you're going to get there one way or another. You can just power through hand trap depending on how you open. And your opponent opens up with so many hand traps, you still power through it, you're going to win. Because you're starting off with if they hand trap you twice, you're starting off with 4 cards. 4 cards going against 3. Or would be 3 with our last test down if you ran another negate instead of the Diabolic. And then a seal interruption. No deck's playing through that. They can super poly you. Yeah, get rid of 2 of your negates. They got 2 cards left. You still either got an interruption and negate or 2 negates, depending on what they do with the super poly. They're still not playing through that. Let's get into our next test here. Okay. There's a lot of ways to get to Ib in this hand, because pretty much that's your win condition. Just get the Ib. So we had the Flamebow Guard in our hand. We don't want to, because normally we would just Foolish Barrel. You can send the Carbonetta and then banish it for this guy. Since you have it in your hand, you can't do that. So I would say start off with the Mothman. Again, we had no dice, so we're just gonna, I really don't know where it is myself. Yeah, let's pick a random card. Picking this one. What's that? 18 attack? Okay. That'd be 1 to 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, we'll drop our Flamebow Guard. Mothman, draw 1. And then for this hand, I would say just quick launch. Remember, this is what you would do to bring out the Diabolic in that match. Or you can just bring it out with the Argipane. You just want to bring it out as soon as possible. Or if you want to make sure you get it out and you don't really care about the hot red. Which in the hot red would just get popped that matchup. It'll negate 1 card, they'll just send another, negate it. So I would still probably try to turbo out that Diabolic out as fast as possible in that matchup. There you go. You have your 1 and your 4. Synchro, that makes 5. And there you go. Go with an Ib. Since you already have the Legacy Guard Dragon in your hand, you can grab another one. Just to have them think that you don't already have it. Just go right for your Succession, your Monster Born. Which I will be doing. Which is why I like running 2 in a 2-1 lineup. Because then they radically makes it searchable. Because most times in combat you have to search this out. Now since we have no graveyard effects that we can really utilize to bring out another monster, we have to use one of our cards to extend. We can use this guy, we can send Foolish, go into Destrudo, which I don't really want to do because I don't have my life points for no reason. So we'll just go through the standard combo. Use this, bring back a dragon. link those two guys off. Land Fornicus, Ib's Effect, so not your Chalice. Then link it off. Then you're going to banish it to so not your Flamebell Guard. So that's basically how you get out both of these guys. Just in case you didn't see that, you link one off for this guy. And then when this guy's getting engraved, you banish him. You bring out a normal monster to a link point, and then you link this one off for this guy. Now use Elby's Effect. Bring out your Red Eyes. Red Eyes Effect. Bring out this guy. Oh yeah, you're banished. Now you link these four guys off. And remember, your Ocg Dragon Link also has the effect to move monster zones of your dragons, which comes up going second a lot if you ever had to make your Warlord Savage Dragon, and then you still have enough centers to make another synchro. Use this, bring back a level 1 tuner, and then you can move your Warlord Savage from the X monster zone, put it anywhere else, and then you basically free it up to bring out another low lead synchro or another monster, which is a really cool interaction. I use Pitsy's Effect. Sorry about that, guys. Now, Red Eyes Effect. Bring out this guy. Link both of those guys off for your Pain guy. Use Pain. Bring out your Archfiend Abyss. And at this point, if you want to make your 4 Material Saryuja, you gotta get a little crazy with it. And there's a few different ways you can go about doing that. First, I always want to look at my graveyard just to see if there's any other graveyard effects we can rely on. There is not. So then I look in my hand to see what other effects we can do. We can move someone, but that won't do nothing for us. Which honestly it will, because then we can use this guy, which is what we're probably going to end up doing, because I don't really want to waste the banishes with this guy early, and I really don't like to pay half with the Strudo. But then again, we have nothing to target with the Strudo anyway, so you probably wouldn't want to do that. So then I'll use Warlock Guardian effect to move this guy out of the... Then we use our Warlock Succession. Target him, bring back our Red Eyes. Red Eyes effect, bring back our tuner. And now we will link these 4 guys off for 4 Material Saryuja. Oh, yeah, pause. So I just want to shuffle just so people don't think I try to stack the deck or anything. Nah, Fanny was calling me. Sorry about that again. Cut for good measure. Shuffle 1 more at a time. Okay, let's draw our 4 cards. Pretty terrible draws, but it's okay. We can make it work. As always, if we would have got hand trap, that would have been that right there already. I mean, if you want to give it false today, you can. You don't really need it at this point. And I'm gonna say put this back. Put all 3 of those. Actually no. Keep the false today and put back Tempest, because then we can send out the Foolish just to get into the graveyard. Now use Foolish, get rid of your Tempest, shuffle, use False Dig, you can add your Miscellaneous Saurus, you can use Saryuja's effect to special summon. Then you use Override character's effect to add a dragon or send a dinosaur. Just add another one himself, just mount the deck by a little bit. Then you could send miscellaneous swords to the graveyard, and then you could banish them to bring out your Dragilo. And then if you wanted to, you can make a 4th Star Agent. If you just want to try to get into as many extenders as you want to, you can turn all this into an Apollosa. Or not 4th Star Agent, 3rd Star Agent, sorry about that. I don't have an Apollosa, so I can't make that play right now. Don't forget Tempest in the graveyard. You can banish your 2 dragons. Banish our 2 guard dragons. Zone our Tempest. Oh no, you don't want to use the Flame Guard. Use the Halo. Bring out your Boral Savage again. Boral Savage effect. Bring out your Sayuji, get your 4 counters. Yeah, he's like at 44 now. Then you can link these 2 guys off. For your Heretic Seal. And with this hand, that's all we could do. Whatever we wanted to get to, if we could have, was to get to another level 4. But let's check our graveyard, make sure we have no other plays. And we do not. So again, this deck is pretty cool right now. It's still in its beginning stages. It gets a lot better with the structure deck. But right now, this isn't the best board you can make. Like I've been able to make, did I do that last test hand? I think I did when I brought out all 3 of these things. I like to bring out this guy too, because he's good going second because he can let you OTK by doubling anyone's attack. Skip your next battle phase. Also, you know, he can just draw 2, discard 1. Or whatever we like to use him for, and what I really run him over at Bizdraw for is to bring back Red Eyes, just to keep spamming out dragons one more time. Because him, Tempest, and basically with that field right there that we would have had with 2 level 1 tuners, we would have brought this guy. Basically would have brought him all right back with Red Eyes, and we'd already had another level 1 tuner. And let's just say he was on the field, then you would have had this guy, and another one, basically. If you get the combo in your head. If not, don't worry about it. And let's get into our deck profile. Okay, let's get into our deck profile. We have 3 Overraptors. It's a 1-card starter. You need it, basically. As Ghost AK said, and what he explained to me in his video, this is a lot easier to protect with the miscellaneous swords than a Dragonet engine. It's a lot easier to ash the Dragonet engine, but if you have this guy or this plus False Dig or a way to get to this, then you pretty much protect him and you're able to get all the way to your combo, which I really liked him. And this is a lot more budget to have this engine versus Silent Minds and 3 Dragonets, especially your Rarity Horde, because they're like what, $5, and then Silent Minds are like $35 a piece or something like that at this price at this time. Then we have the 1 Carbon Add-on to Sun. Then our level 1 engine, we have a Gloat Bull, an Alo, a Flame Veil Guard, a Rocket Synchron, and our Royal Chalice Guard Dragon. These help it, so you're able to bring these guys out so many different ways. 1 for 1 is just one of the ways. There's so many other cards in the spells, and any other spells that you can use to bring these guys out. Just to be a level 4, plus any of these guys are all tuner except for this guy. He's the only one that's not a tuner. So, and also what you can do is if you want to run Trish, use this guy, a level 1 tuner and a Tempest. Because Tempest is splashable, you're able to bring him out so many different ways. You can make a Trishula turn 1 or turn 2 to help break the board a lot easier. I'm still testing words with 2 Dracos because they're dragons, they're extenders. This is 16 card extra deck right now because I'm still testing with the Magius right now. I don't really know if I like the engine. I don't like him, but you know, I'm a Crusade guy, so I'm trying to keep my Crusades alive, even though they're getting played in pretty much everything right now. Then we have our other quick launch target elements in the level 1 category. Here's our Metal Rocket Dragon. You open up with level 1 tuner, quick launch, you bring this guy out. Now to the rest of our dragons, we have our White Dragon, we have our Goliath, we have our Chaos N, we have our Chaos Legionnaire, We have our Tempest, we have our Red Eyes, we have our Destrudo, and we have our Black Dragon. 8 dragons. You would bring them all out. This guy's for going second. I'm not really going second, really going third, I guess you would say. After you go first, if they break your board, if it's not that strong, bring this guy out, blow up everything. And hopefully they overextend it and you're able to, but I mean, you're not able to use other card effects, so maybe it just in case it happens, or if you like running rank 8, that's a rank 8 right there. That's a rank 8 right there. Other than that, he's just a dragon extender going first. Help bring out your erratic seal a lot easier if you don't have enough cards in hand to bring them out, or if you already used Tempest already, or Destrudo. I'm thinking about running the prize card without Clips Wyvern. I don't really see the purpose of it, but I'm thinking about getting that and testing with it. I'm gonna let you guys know. And we have our 3 Mothmans. We like level 4 dangers. I mean, all dangers help, but we like our level 4s to bring out our Debistwell or Dogaris, whichever one you prefer. Right now with 6-turn extra deck, if you take out this guy, you have 15 cards, so you can run both. I'm still testing words of how I want to go about it. Then you have your 3 Chupacabras. I really want to see these guys first. See these guys going like after our second stage, so you can bring them back. And then you already have your level 4s on the built board already, hopefully. And then you bring out one of the 2. Then we have our unexpected die target, Ocg Dragon. Also the Flamevale level 1 guy too, but you want to really keep him in the deck to send with Carbonet on. Then because you don't only get hand trap, 3 Called by the Graves, 3 Fossil Digs, 2 Card Dragons, and 1 Succession, 2 Quick Launch. I would have 3, but I don't have 3. All I have is 2. 2 Unexpected Die, 1 Dragon Ravine. I do not have the Romulus. If I had the Romulus, I would play this at 2. So in case you draw one, because it's not a once return. So if you draw one, you can add the other one. You go +1, I guess. And you can use its effect to send Destrudo and send Tempest, or send any other dragons that you need. We have our 1 Dragon Shrine. We have our 1-for-1. We have our Monster Born, and we have our Foolish Barrier. Now off to the side, or not side. Yeah, side deck. Sorry about that. We have our 3 Gammas, our 1 Driver, our 3 Lancia, our 3 Wakanite Puppeteer, 1 Veiler, 2 Mind Control, and 3 Twin Twisters. This deck hates combo decks. And it's like if you ran all this in your main deck, going and just wanting to go second, took all your going first cards from your main deck and switched it all right here. It's played as a going second deck. It's so good, especially going against Orcus or a combo deck. Because if you open up with outside of Effect Builder, because people can play through Effect Builder, but if you open up with any 2 of these, you pretty much seal the deal. Your best combo, as the guy told in the video, would be Gamma and Lancia. Because you Gamma their mons, you destroy it, and then Lancia prevents these from getting banished, so you can start to turn off with 2 monsters, 2 materials. And then this guy, I really think he's underrated, but he's going to probably see a lot more play because of Guard Dragons. Because once you go into Guard Dragon plays, you put this down, you move LP way over, or put it beside something else. Or you can move something out of the main monster zone and put it right next to LP. Just do something, just to, I should probably move out of the main monster zone. Just move LP to like the far left, far right. Just put it so his arrow will not be useful. They won't be able to get to it. Point it so it's pointing at the whatever endpoint it will be. Like their opponent's deck, or I don't know, whichever way it points. Wherever way it points, you put it all the way in that direction basically. And then the turn should just end. Especially if they're running like an Ed Turbo deck like this, and they do their combo, they use Worlds with Legacy Guard Dragon. Oh, move it over. Okay. LP's effect. Put this down, move it all the way over. Their play just ends just like that because they're locked into dragons. I'm sure they don't have that. They would need at that point. They would need 2 extenders not to get hit to move on from that point, and they would need to be dragon extenders. Which a lot of decks that, unless you're playing a deck like this that turbos out dragons, they won't be able to play through it. Because I haven't seen Orcus. Orcus are making Guard Dragon plays. They're using Omni Dragon Brotor, Surgeon out Cyberstein, which is a pretty cool play. And this side deck just shuts that all down. Now off to the extra deck. Again, it's a 16 card extra deck. We have our Magius. which I could suggest you cutting and cutting probably the Draco. Probably just keep one just as an extender. You have your 2-star users. You have your Borlo. This could be a Borlo sword. I don't own one. But this helps deal with problematic monsters that Borlo sword can't kill. You know, pretty much Borlo sword could probably kill everything. Except for stuff that can't be destroyed by battle, then you just take it. Land Fornicus. I like this one. It's a light, helps with the banishing. You can run Lambda with the Siren Gears if you really have it. I sold mine. You don't really need it. Heretic Seal and your Guard Dragon package. I hardly ever bring this guy out. Even when I get hand trapped, I hardly ever bring him out. He's pretty much just there in case you need him. He's like insurance in case stuff happens. Then you got your Dugars and your Abyss Dweller. You make this going against combo. You make this going against Orcus. If you don't want to make that, or if you don't know the matchup, you bring out this guy. You spam out more monsters. Or going second, you make your like hot red like 6400, you doubles attack, and then he punches. You then bring back a tuner, and hopefully you're able to synchro summon again and make another negate or something. And then our synchros, we have our Boiled Savage, we have our hot red, we have our Ib, and we have our Diabolic. Thank you guys for watching. Leave any suggestions down below. And I like this deck right now. I'm gonna update it when the new stuff comes out. I'm gonna tweak it around because I have a tournament and some locals coming up this week. And wish me luck and happy hunting.